Welcome to the
Kiki
and Cowboy podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. How's everybody been?
Hello, my love.
Hello, my darling. We've got a show
We
today.
do. Do you know what my best friend just sent me moments ago?
I can't possibly know.
In a previous podcast, we had mentioned that our really, really sexy date night is going to the storage unit and cleaning out portions of it.
Hey, we were together.
We were.
It was sweet.
So my BFF, she sends me this funny little meme that says, I always feel the need to check and make sure my garage is locked at night before I go to bed because I don't want someone stealing all the stuff I've been trying to get rid of for years. And then she says, is that an idea maybe?
You know, she has stuff in our garage.
That's a true friend when your friend actually has stuff in your garage.
And she's giving you a hard time about the stuff
getting rid of
in your garage. Her garage is empty. Did we not notice that the last time we visited?
Well, she can't actually park cars in her garage. That is something that will never, ever happen in this house.
We even had to move Misadventure, our motorcycle, out of the garage recently.
I thought you just meant we just had to move because I have so much stuff in the garage.
We should just. My concern is, well, when most of that stuff starts coming into the house, right now only some of it is coming into the house.
Well, I thought that was the whole goal.
No.
Wasn't that the goal? I'm supposed to find a place for all of those things to live.
No, it's someone else's house. Or
that's
donations.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay.
I love this stuff.
We'll save that.
All of my treasures.
Yes, all of your treasures. Yes, boxes.
That I don't even know what it is.
Boxes
I haven't
of miscellaneous
seen for years.
files. Yes. Awards.
Anyway, point taken.
Okay.
So what are we talking about today, my love?
I'm just going to put this question out there. In every marriage, one of us does something.
As the helper.
As the helper. I'm
helping.
I'm helping, air quotes. Hold up little rabbit ears. I'm helping. I'm helping you.
I'm always helping.
You are.
He says that with a grimace.
So when you're not familiar with a piece of equipment and you're like, oh, I'm going to help here and I'm going to do a thing. And husbands do this, wives do this. Anyone in a relationship has done this with any other person. Well,
never,
this one,
not me. I haven't ever.
I'm sure, but I know our listening audience. They each have examples of when the other was helping but didn't help them.
But didn't really help.
And actually made it worse.
Made it worse?
Yes. Well, I think making something worse equates to it's broken now. it's let's say it doesn't have the use it had before.
It's not even broken. It's royally busted.
It doesn't work at all.
Not at all.
So on the back of Misadventure, which is our gold wing, our Honda
We'd
gold
only
wing,
had
for not very long.
Not very long.
And so it has these neat little. We were visiting my brother we're in Texas, so we were visiting my brother in Austin, Texas. And we, of course, took the motorcycle. And it has these wonderful little helmet locks.
For just a weekend trip.
Yeah, just a weekend.
So explain what a helmet lock is for those people who are not motorcycle riders.
Fair. Okay, so usually most motorcycles don't have the capacity to put a helmet or helmets inside of the motorcycle.
Okay.
Ours typically does. But we have so much stuff that fills it's pretty much full that and all gold wings come with these exterior helmet locks. And what they are is this C-shaped lock that goes up into the bottom of the motor
it's like little hooks that
little
you
hooks.
Can
you can
release you can release one end of the hook.
Yep.
Right.
And put your helmet strap into there and it clamps down.
And they basically sit directly under the top box, right?
That's on the back of the motorcycle.
The top box is on the back of the motorcycle like a little mini trunk you can think of. You know, some motorcycles don't have that, but a Gold Wing has
these big touring bikes do.
This nice size box, and there's these little C-shaped hooks, right?
That lock.
And you slip your helmet strap, like your chin strap, through it, and then the helmet
hangs upside down.
And then you can press the hook back into the underside of the trunk, right?
Which locks
And
the helmet in place and
locks it in place
gives
so
you a
nobody can
false sense
steal.
of-
Because why
well,
would
anybody
somebody
can.
want to steal your helmet? Because they're very
They're
expensive.
very expensive, but also by stealing it in this way, you actually kind of ruin the helmet, as in the strap would get ruined.
Right. And if you just put it on your seat, if you put your helmet
Someone
on your
absolutely
seat,
can take it
well,
and
not
run
only
with it
that,
like a
but
football.
if your helmet falls to the ground,
then
it will also
that
be
is air quote impact that you should
damaged, and
in
you can't.
theory,
So
or
yeah,
at least
you really
scratches
have
it
to.
and
They're
makes it
really
ugly.
quite gentle. You have to be quite gentle with them.
So what happens is we
was
put both of our helmets on their respective. They're hanging side by side. We go inside. We do whatever. Hang out with family.
Yes.
Oh, she held up her finger and smiled at me.
I did.
She's got
because
a caveat.
there's
Here
a part of the story that he didn't include, or maybe he doesn't remember. But I'm going to wait on that for just a second.
Okay, so
because this is almost playing out like it was in real time. So
fair.
We put the helmets on the
helmet.
locks.
Yep.
And
went inside.
Stayed
the night, I think, or afternoon. We were there for the afternoon.
Stayed for the afternoon. Yeah.
And then when it was time to leave.
And it was getting to be dark.
A bit dark.
So it was close to, when it was winter time. So, I mean, maybe
it could have been 6. It could have been
6
7.
o'clock.
It could have been 5.
6 or 7. So it's quite dark.
It was dusky.
Yes. And what did you notice when you went back out to the bike? We're playing this out in real time. So you walked back to the bike and we're getting ready to leave.
She's right. I have no idea. I don't remember this part.
He doesn't. Okay.
No.
So he realizes we open to release the hooks.
You have to open
You
the
have
lid
to open the trunk,
of the trunk.
which he did. And there is a little release toggle on the inside of the trunk.
And these things they're not well made. They're made to go one direction. They are plastic. They basically you have to turn lefty loosey, righty tighty.
And what happened when you went to release?
Oh yes, that's right. One of them just spun.
Just free
spinning. And it was like, it's not catching.
No catch. No
catch.
Anything.
That wasn't like that
when
earlier.
you left it. That's strange.
It hasn't happened before.
So,
I thought to
so
self.
he recounts that to me, and he's like, "What could have happened, dear?" And so what the part of the story he left out was,
or forgot,
was that as we were putting our helmets and hooking them, or getting ready to hook them on, I was the person who released the locks. So I'm the one who opened the trunk to begin with and flipped the little toggle to release the hook so that we could hook our helmets on them. And I noticed
that's right.
that when I released one of them, there was kind of this crunch.
The sound of plastic breaking.
Some sort of, one of them went very smoothly. It was like, dink, and it was perfect. And then the other one was kind of like, you had to use a little muscle.
Because it's going the wrong way.
So I can't be held responsible for my Herculean strength.
Yes, that's it.
I just did it really gently.
Yeah,
and
wrong
it just, I actually knew when we went into the party that it was.
But she wasn't going to ruin the party, because I would have had to go out there and deal with it. So we saved it until it was dark.
So that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
That we have to figure out how to get these things undone
in the dark.
Yes, so I did actually
trying to leave.
I did actually let you lock our helmets on there,
knowing
that it was free spinning.
And that was the thing that unlocks.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, the free spinning thing was also the trigger to unlock.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And the mechanism
part.
is way down inside there, so it's not something you can just do surgery on.
So it's dark.
At least we found out later.
It's dark. I have my iPhone flashlight. And my husband
modern technology
is getting frustrated.
I remember taking several deep breaths, trying not to get worked up, because we were about to get on the motorcycle. I didn't want to get all...
And it's getting later and later.
Energized.
And it's dark.
And we could not release my helmet.
No.
Like, what happens if you cannot get the helmet off of the helmet lock?
I can just picture it. Ding, ding, ding,
I was about to go ask
my
my brother if he had those heavy-duty bolt cutters to just cut through, or the thought had crossed my mind that I was like, I'm just going to cut the strap on my helmet and just not have a strap.
Yes.
Which is a terrible idea, but I was getting very frustrated.
Yes.
But then we had a solution.
So, well, we did, but I will tell you,
But we love each other so much that we didn't get heated.
What we didn't. We did pretty well.
Yeah.
Although I've got to tell you, a confession.
Ooh. This is all of us are hearing this for the first time.
When you get fussy and aggravated,
it better not be adorable.
I cannot describe the glee that overcomes me.
So this one's the same person who gets real excited about stirring up an ant pile. It's like, oh, look at them dance!
Oh,
look how upset Cowboy's getting.
I don't even know. I can't describe the delight that I get. It's like so great,
like an energy vampire.
It really, truly. If you haven't watched What We Do in the Shadows on Hulu, give that a watch. You'll see what he's talking about on
enjoyable.
The energy vampire. But so part of his frustration.
So she takes delight in.
I really do. It's just so fantastic.
Yeah, but she does love me.
So it's dark. I have my flashlight out. Part of why he's getting frustrated is because when somebody's helping you and they have the flashlight and then they're looking in at the same thing that you're trying to see.
Which makes it so you can't see when you ask them to hold it a certain way and then they move it while you're trying to do a thing. That's great.
It is.
That is so fun.
It is. So he eventually discovers. So one thing that is great about Cowboy, I heard that sarcasm, is he's a former Boy Scout troop leader, scoutmaster. And one of the things I love about him, besides the fact that when he's grumpy, is
clearly
that he carries anything and everything with him. So when he said that the side bags and the top box were full
of tools,
he's not joking. They're full.
He's got sometimes two of a thing.
And so he's getting really frustrated because he can't find the tools that he thought he had. He was sure he had a headlamp. He was sure that he had all these
in there.
Specialty tools.
But you can't find the shit
in
the dark.
So we're sitting there in the dark.
Usually I have the tools because it's daylight.
And he's literally unpacking the side of his, his side bag, his pannier.
I'm packing a street light from now on.
With a street light. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And so he's emptying all of this stuff onto the ground and just
ratchets rolling around,
grumbling to himself as he's doing it. And I'm just kind of standing there quietly. One of the few times that I'm quiet, and so he finds some of those really skinny. What are they? Nose pliers? What are they called? Needle nose pliers. And we try to jam it. Just
to make it a release mechanism for the lock.
The little plastic top that was spinning free.
Was trying to grab the little
connector
that it was holding
and so he was trying to get that in the bottom. And so he jams it down in the hole.
They weren't needle nose enough.
Right.
They were still too thick.
And he kind of gets a little, and of course, again, I'm helping.
And then she moved the light.
And so I get it in there.
I got it.
And I twist.
Oh, that's right.
And the next thing you know,
you hear a thing fall.
Metal.
There's a little metal thing that fell inside
Metal
there.
Thing breaks.
So it'd be like if you're fixing a watch and then someone walks up and sneezes and moves your hand and the little pieces go everywhere. And you're like, oh, that's just not.
So we're still and he, we can't drive away. I, of course,
there's a helmet banging around back on there.
I have my helmet.
Oh, she has her helmet, of course.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Now, I'd also like to point out that you can thank me now for this, by the way, because...
Thank you.
Not sure what for. With sincerity.
Yes.
Because had we put the helmets on the locks the way that my husband wanted to, we would never have been able to get them undone.
Because it would have been metal through metal.
I, on the other hand, brilliantly put the chin strap on the hook. And what we eventually figured out was after many, many minutes, one person...
It was still through two parts of it. It's not like you could unclick the chin strap. It was still through two layers
It was,
of
but
the
what
nylon.
we could do was it was like, how do you describe, like, it's almost like one of those belts that, threads in one side and goes over the top of the metal and threads backwards.
Right. It had a loop.
So what we ended up doing is we figured out, working together, that if one of us held the helmet and the other one could get enough slack in the chin strap, we eventually were able to work it free.
Yeah. That was quite a team effort.
And yes, see, our marriage is better for it.
Oh, it is.
It is.
I think every day for that moment that saved our marriage.
Yeah, it did. And what's even better is I don't think your brother
knew any of this was going on out in his front yard.
Any idea that this was going on in the front yard.
I think we had said goodbye, and we were there for another hour.
An hour. As far as they knew, we were already long gone.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that was the sorry, babe.
I'm helping.
I think that should be on the merch. I'm helping.
with hands like breaking something in half.
Breaking something
I'm
in
helping.
half.
Yeah.
Or electrocuting something.
Or get a design going. Yes.
Yeah.
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 Or,
I think that.
Or turning on the garbage disposal while my hand's down there.
Oh,
it's like I'm helping.
Am I not supposed to
Is this supposed to be on?
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody has that story. So that's ours. This is one in the series.
I look forward to hearing
there will
anybody
be more.
else's I'm helping stories.
Yes, please drop yours in the comments.
I'm very helpful.
Yes.
I like to help.
Says every unhelpful person. That's good. She's helpful in other ways. We'll talk about those later. But thank you for joining us. I am Cowboy.
I'm
she
Kiki.
is. Yep. I did that wrong though.
Oh, that's okay.
I usually go.
I'm helping.
I'm helping too. Okay, that's it, everybody. See you next time.
Love y'all.